What's up, ladies and gentlemen? With the recent announcement of the Apple Watch, Motorola needs to kick it up a notch since their Moto 360 price dropped tremendously. So if you're out looking for a Moto 360 right now, you should probably go grab it since it's like $100 to $150 right now. It's amazing. I had to get it at about $300, the black metal edition. So of course, before we talk about the last gen, let's talk about the next gen. There's a lot of things that got leaked courtesy of Lenovo's CEO. I don't know whether he's a reliable source or not, but he decided to give us a handful of pictures on what it will supposedly look like. And the main thing is that annoying little bezel at the bottom of the screen will disappear. So of course it will be a completely circular watch face, just like our friends at LG made. So of course I'm gonna assume they took some pointers from LG and they're like, oh wait, this is possible without having ginormous bezels, and they are supposedly going to pull this off and have a fully circular display. Can't wait to see that. Now, while doing that, they're gonna simultaneously make it a lot thinner. In fact, it's supposed to be half the thickness of the current Moto 360. If you guys take a look at the average premium watch faces out there, or not watch faces, just watches in general, maybe Rolex, all those companies out there, their watches are pretty thin, and they're heavy, but that's because of the material they're made out of. They're not meant to be heavy. Motorola's going for this as well. They're trying to make their watch as light as possible and as thin as it should be. Not too thin, but not too thick either. Another cool thing that they're doing is adding more battery life, and basically this means that you'll be able to take full advantage of all the things on the Moto 360 and all the applications on it. So I remember my Moto 360 kept draining in battery, and after doing a little bit of research on, I don't know, a bunch of websites and forums, I found out that Google Fit was the thing draining all the battery. But I liked using Google Fit, so I ended up keeping it on. Eventually I'm like, alright, battery life is more important, I have to disable this, and I did end up disabling it. But Google Fit is something that I want to keep using, so if they add more battery life, then I'll be able to take advantage of Google Fit and not worry about this thing dying 6 hours in rather than 12 hours in. And who knows, maybe they'll pull an Asus and be able to add in 2 to 3 days of battery life. That's a long shot, but maybe, just maybe. Screen is another one. I'm not sure what the exact specs of the new screen will be, but the current ones is 320 by 290, so of course maybe adding a few more pixels in there and making it look like the Apple Watch's screen or better than the Apple Watch's screen. That should give them a few props over the Apple Watch and the rest of the competition from LG and Asus and every other smartwatch out there. A cool thing that the Moto 360 will have is, of course, Moto Maker. This is something that's been around since for a few months now, but Moto Maker kind of separates this from all the other smartwatches out there, since you can fully customize not only the watch face on there, which you could do afterwards, but you can customize the wristband and the color and basically the overall look of it. So you can truly say that, yeah, this is my smartwatch. And I like that Motorola does that for not only all the smartwatches, but basically every single thing that they currently have in stock. Last rumor is, of course, very obvious. This one is going to be a faster processor. If they didn't do this, people would literally scream and probably chuck the thing. This was kind of a shocker at first, but instead of having the traditional Snapdragon 400 processor, they decided to add a Texas Instruments TI OMAP processor, and that's very, very, very old. Does it get the job done? Yes. Can the Moto 360 maintain a decent speed? Yes, but at the same time, as the applications get better and better, and as Android Wear is updated more and more, it's going to need a faster processor. So I'm looking towards this thing coming with a Snapdragon 400 or Snapdragon 800, something good inside of it that will make it not only future-proof, but make it super, super snappy, hence the Snapdragon. Good pun. Alright guys, that's about it for all the awesome rumors on the Moto 360. In the end, it is just a smartwatch, so I can't wait for this to be announced, along with maybe another version of Android Wear, which will hopefully come with a ton of packed features. That will be awesome, and potentially this will be released sometime near August, so keep your eyes out for that. And one last question I want to answer for you guys. I know a lot of people have been asking me this in the comment section, is should I get the Moto 360 now or should I wait for the Moto 360 2? And I really suggest that you guys wait for the second generation, since it is about 50 times better than the first generation. Just a rule of thumb, unless you're a tech reviewer or someone who is obsessed with getting the latest tech as fast as possible, never ever buy a first generation product. Always wait for the second generation product and you won't end up regretting it. So that's just a simple rule of thumb that the average person out there should use. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack the like button, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Your thoughts are obviously 100 times more important than mine, and I look forward to reading them. Also, give me a follow at SmartTech on Twitter. That will be pretty awesome as well, and you'll get the latest tech as fast as possible. Thank you guys for watching. This is going to be me, logging off.
See my trap,